Hey, what's going on, YouTube? We're going to start with the dollar. So we opened up on the dollar. This is a weekly chart opening up. Still running. We got resistance at EMA 8 coming up at 94.50 about. So see what happens when it hits that. But it looks poised to move higher, obviously. So right now, got a couple whipsaws going through support and then breaking back through resistance. But we got our previous lows, our first previous lows coming up at 94.50 or 65, right around in there. So see what happens. The faster it hits resistance and backs off, maybe we'll get a little breather on gold and silver. S&P looks like it's making higher lows. It's below. It's 34 as the 13 and the 8 are crossing below the 34 on a daily. We've got a trend line coming down and resistance by the EMA 8 and the 13 as price is coming right to it. Looks like we have a bearish retracement though, as it crossed below the 34, bearish retraced, and then got knocked back. But right now we're opening up on this day. Just take a look on the weekly. Still hanging in there on that EMA 8 on the weekly, which is still below. So let's see if there's a bounce or a breakdown. Look for previous low breaks and a close below the EMA 8 could signal a downturn. Let's take a look at the 5 hour. Looks like we're poised to move across. You can see now the reverse head and shoulders. Previous high break, flat top break at 2060. And not much of a hammer here, but similar. But that support on the way down, 2050. But we do have a reverse head and shoulders on the going to break above, bullish retrace, bullish retrace. Look for a flat top break at 2060. See what happens. The Dow still hanging in there as well, right off that 8. Let's take a look at a 5 hour, see what's going on. Looks like we do have a bearish retrace, definite right here. Failure to meet the other side is double bearish. So see what happens. Looks like it tried to break here again. Bearish. Close below. So we got two spots already that got pushed back pretty hard. So look for previous low breaks. 17,670, right around there. See what happens. And then we got watch out below at 17.6. But the 5 hour doesn't look as good as the S&P, that's for sure. Here's a 5 hour on the S&P. It looks like it wants to move forward. Where the Dow on a daily or a 5 hour, we got a nasty reversal bar there. Looks bearish, but S&P is giving and the dollar Dollar's moving up, Dow's bearish, but the S&P's wanting to go up. So we'll see what happens on that. A little topsy-turvy. Crude is still coming down. We got lots of support on the way down, so let's see if we can catch 42 as support, EMA 8 on the weekly. If not, we got previous highs at 40, 50, and 40, or 39. Obviously 40 as well. It's an emotional spot in the chart with the price, even prices. Silver took a knock in this week already. We got plenty of support on the way down. 1660, previous highs 13 at 1624, and then the ultimate support for the trend, the new trend, in and around 1525. I'm hoping to get this up above 1550, which is a very big spot on the long-term chart. These previous lows here had to break into these previous lows to have that breakout. So hopefully that'll be enough support to keep this thing going. But like I said, the EMA 8 previous highs support is at 1665. 13 on a weekly is at 1625, and in and around 15. But definitely having a breakout. This is definitely a bullish retracement. Let's see if we can stop at the first EMA 8. I gather that this is going to be going on for a while. We got the stair step already coming in, so maybe we get a bullish bounce, and then next week come down and hit the EMA 8. That's what it's looking at. Those stair steps usually are consecutive 3 in a row. Could be more, most definitely, but maybe it'll hit it this week. I don't know. It's a pretty far drop. Gold, holding its own. It's not having a great weekly pattern, though. That's a reversal bar, and we could get confirmation, but we're looking at support first. So we'll see what happens. Definitely broke below previous highs, which we need to stay above that on a weekly close. So maybe we'll come back up to it by the end of the week. But then we got support, which it already hit today at 1260. So bounce off of 1260 was a good signal. Got a lot of support. This thing has been a high level consolidation forever after the breakout. It hasn't come back to the 34 yet. So maybe we can stay above the 8, stay above the previous highs, and hopefully close above the 1280 mark where the breakout started last time. Definitely a bullish retracement. Hopefully this doesn't conclude in the gold price coming all the way back down at the 34, which we're waiting all summer for that. That would suck. GDX, someone mentioned on a weekly that's hanging man. Yep. As soon as it broke down, you can say that hanging man. But again, we have support all the way down. These were high flyers. See if we can hold support on a high level. Hopefully it doesn't come down too hard and fast. But I'm suspecting stair steps So bullish consolidation patterns, the step down. So hopefully this will close above this week. We may have another step and then another step coming down to the first support at 22.75. See if we can hold that. Same thing on the juniors, but then again, you know, hopefully get a bounce, bullish bounce. EMA 8 is right there at 33.30. Terrible week so far. It closed high and tight and followed that wick all the way down, just in a jiffy. So let's look at 5 hour and see if we can see some kind of a stair stepping. Pretty volatile. Looks like it wants to break down. Closing on its lows. Previous low breaks are coming up. You can see here it's closing below the 34. So maybe on the 5 hour this thing's going to come down and then have to bullish retrace. It'll be our second bounce for the second week of this retracement. See what happens. Closing on its lows though. Wants to break down on a daily. See it now. 32 is the final support. Look for some kind of a whipsaw down and back across. See if that happens. Maybe it wants to come down and close all these gaps. I don't know. Got a gap down here. Partially filled. Got a gap here. Could use a little bit more filling. So we'll see. Let's get gaps everywhere on this thing. Again on the weekly. Closing on its lows so far this week. Looks bearish, which sucks. Yeah, this thing can come all the way back down to 30. If the EMA 8 on a monthly crosses 34, price is going to come down and meet it somewhere. So it could take a couple months, no less. See what happens with that. Hopefully it does it real quick. Like for the rest of the month, it's definitely coming down. So for the rest of the month, I'm thinking what would be awesome is just have this thing come down really sharp and heavy all month. Hit that 30 and bounce. Make ourselves a nice little hammer coming into the next month. That would be badass. See what happens. Right over the 34 monthly. That would be pretty cool. Let's just look at a couple more here. Nugget. It's right there at support, but looking at those other charts, could definitely break down. That EMA's holding it and bending, but it's closing on its lows. Looks nasty. Hopefully we'll make some kind of a lower high. Maybe it'll bounce off that 13. Keeping the trend. Hopefully it'll bring it down too much so it just breaks everything apart. That would be really bad. So bounce off that 13. Keep the upward trend going. Something to think about. But that support now. Watch for previous low break. And a bounce. First bounce at previous high. That EMA 13 right there. But quite honestly, it has potential to come all the way back down to support, the ultimate trend support. So making a lower high, or a higher low. If it bounced here, it would be a higher. So we'll see what happens. It looks like we're in for a long month, as it just right when the new month started. So it looks like a long month, guys. JNOG as well. Same exact thing. It's been in the 8, wants to come down. We got support at 87.37 on JNUG, and previous high support right around 71, 72. So it's got a ways to go. Both of those are monsters. But once the retracement's done, we can see where we're at. See if we can time it. See if we can get our timing right at the bottom of this retracement, so that the following Monday, after the weekly close, we can see the bounce, we can see everything. We can come back in on Monday morning and pick our winners for the next month. But no telling how long this retracement's going to be. So that's it. Thank you guys. Thanks for your comments. Let me know what's going on out there. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate the coffee. I drink a lot of it. And appreciate you guys all subscribing. I mean, things are taking off, so hopefully I can keep up with you guys. Just doing these reviews. Just in my opinion, just a long-term chart and 3 lines of support and resistance. I don't, unless I'm trading, I'll use the OBV with a moving average of a 20 EMA over the top of it, overlaid the OBV. Make sure on a weekly chart that the OBV is above 0, and look for strength and momentum, and grab those flat top breaks and buy into support and sell into resistance. Watch those reversal bars. I'll probably be staring at the charts of gold. 15-minute chart. See if I can find some reversal bars tonight. See if we can break previous highs. That would be awesome. Same with silver. I'll probably be staring at the chart all night on a 15-minute. See if I can find any inclination of bottoms. Looks like gold and silver are ready to break up on a 15-minute, but it's such a slew of selling in the past. Yeah, it looks like it wants to do a bearish retracement on silver. 15-minute, 60-minute. Yeah, you got a nice little consolidation there. Break outside the pattern. Let's see here. See if we can get some kind of inclination of what's going on here. Draw our pattern. It's right at resistance. It's in the channel. Look for a break into previous lows. Consolidate above the 13. Maybe we can get higher. But it's this consolidation bottom is in its infancy. But it does look bullish, kind of like a wedge. So we'll see if that happens. But long-term charts look very weak, so I suspect we're going to be going through this bounces and retraces until the end of the month. That's just how I'm looking at it, because that start of today was pretty bad, and it's only Monday. So there you go. Thank you guys again. Thank you for the donation. Thank you everyone that's subscribing. It's pretty awesome. So let me know what's going on out there. See ya.